Predictions about the Gillette boycott. Hey, it's Prince of Queens, and I have to say that as somebody who is dramatically opposed to the aggressive attacks on XY chromosomes coming from feminist culture, which is and has been mainstream culture since no later than 2014, I can really understand why people would want to boycott Gillette for the fact that they acted like this commercial might possibly sell male products to men.
Making the same old excuses.
Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys.
But something finally changed.
Allegations regarding sexual assault and sexual harassment.
But she says
And there will be no going back. Because we believe in the best in men.
Men need to hold other men accountable.
Smile, sweetie.
Come on.
To say the right thing.
The internet adage for a while now has been, get woke, go broke. And I think that's definitely true in entertainment, at least. But I'm not entirely sure that this has been universally true in other things. And I think overall, the debate is still out. Because what I find most interesting is that companies keep doing this. So there has to be some sort of intended goal. I mean, ad campaigns are dreamt up fairly quickly, and it's been numerous years of allegedly dropping sales for various different brands who have decided to cash in on the oh-so-lucrative social justice dollar. So there has to be some incentive to keep trying this, right? I don't know, maybe they are just virtue signaling to the same reptilian overlords that sponsor ContraPoints videos or something. Anyhow, I've seen these types of things happen numerous times with companies like Chick-fil-A and all of their drama, to the couple of times McDonald's decided to support gay people with things like their cringy gay pride fries, which kind of made me want to denounce the word gay entirely, to the NFL Colin Kaepernick stuff and Nike eventually deciding to hop on that hot topic to use in advertising. And so, I have a few predictions about what we'll see over the course of this potential boycott of the anti-male, male-marketed company, Gillette. First, we'll see a lot of people we might kinda like or maybe don't hate in media praising the boycott, probably starting with conservative YouTubers like maybe Steven Crowder and Gavin McInnes, and then non-PC liberals who are critical of feminism like Sargon. Second, at some point or another, there will maybe be some memes made out of it. If people actually give a crap about this, which maybe they won't because they have outrage fatigue, which would make this video of mine rather embarrassing, but whatever. I want boycott Gillette memes to be made. And so I say, let there be memes. Third, sales for Gillette will drop within a week or so, and some of the YouTube commentators like maybe Sargon or Styx will mention this as if it were a victory, likely a bit prematurely because people should really remember that the game of woke advertising should be played like chess. Fourth, mainstream media like CNN, MSNBC, the Late Night Jimmys, and some throwaway celebrities like Samantha Bee and Amy Schumer or something will probably say that there's a boycott being started by trolls on Reddit and 4chan or something, and they'll laugh at it. They'll be so smug and superior on their little talk shows or whatever. Fifth, one of the Late Night Jimmys or maybe somebody else will decide to say that everybody should support Gillette, despite the misogynist internet allowing the audience to erupt with virtue signaling applause about how stunning and brave Gillette was to attack their consumers by blatantly lying about the state of masculinity and media in the current year. Sixth, some of the big comedy edgelords like Louis C.K. and Joe Rogan will talk about how ridiculous the ad was and essentially praise the boycott, while maybe not entirely jumping on the bandwagon themselves because they don't want to officially get involved, but they'll make it clear whose side they are on. 7th, there will be at least one article written by a fourth-wave feminist, probably one like Jessica Valenti, Clementine Ford, or Lindy West, which will try to use the boycott as some sort of Kafka-trapping-esque example of just how deep toxic masculinity really is in American culture, which is obviously why the commercial was created in the first place. It was trying to address toxic masculinity, as opposed to actually just selling razors. 8th, although reports might be deceptive and or downright dishonest, there will be a few stories ran about how the sales of Gillette have taken an upswing, at least in some vague way that again may or may not be true. This happened with Nike, for example, after a number of people cheered that they lost sales due to the Colin Kaepernick ad, and then soon after, leftists were sharing articles bragging about how their online sales went up. This didn't necessarily mean that their overall sales went up. Perhaps it corresponded with leftists deciding to order slightly early Christmas presents for their family on the internet, or just deciding to buy new shoes because of the controversy. It's really hard to tell. However, the fact remains, no matter what side of this argument you are on, you will be able to find an outlet that attempts to make it look like what you already believed or what you hoped was true was, in fact, true. And so, we don't know for sure if these types of ad campaigns have an overall net negative for the companies. I mean, for all we know, at this point, Gillette knows perfectly well that people will absolutely hate the advertisement, and they know it will give them a lot of negative publicity. But remember, the old adage is, all publicity is good publicity in marketing, at least to a certain degree, and it would be easy enough to decide to respond to the complaints from the boycott saying, oh, we're really sorry, we shouldn't have done that, we want to listen to our consumers, and then they'd get a bunch of customers back and maybe even some people that didn't support them before. I mean, all they would have to do would be to apologize to their mostly male customers, essentially vowing to never go feminist again. What better advertisement could they make for themselves to publicly virtue signal to the non-feminist majority than showing us that they have all seen the errors of their ways? I don't know. I am not entirely sure how this drama will unfold. It could go down in a number of ways. Care to make a wager yourself?